If you live here in Southwest Florida or you have recently visited, you likely have seen TV commercials, ads in the airport and along the highway telling you that Ave Maria, Florida is a great place for you to call home. In fact, their slogan is a big kind of small town. So this month I am adding to my market update videos Ave Maria, Florida. This channel focuses on everything to do with living in Southwest Florida. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home here in the area, reach out to me today, 239-450-5786. And while you're at it, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell to be notified about my future videos. Ave Maria, Florida is a great community if you are looking for that small town feel, golf cart community where you see young and old driving their golf carts to the coffee shops, to the restaurants, to the supermarket. Ave Maria is a perfect option for you. If you want to stay in touch with the East Coast, but you don't want to live on the East Coast, Ave Maria gives some great options for you. Starting this month, I'm going to be featuring Ave Maria on an ongoing basis with my monthly market updates. Now, as we begin my market update for February 2025, we are looking at data that is taken at the end of January 25 from the Southwest Florida MLS system. These are not my numbers. I'm just giving you what the numbers are and what my opinion is for how they relate to homeowners and individuals looking to buy within Ave Maria. So let's begin. We're going to begin by taking a look at the median sales price. And as you can see, January 2025's median sales price in Ave Maria, okay, remember median sales price is that middle number, all the transactions stacked on top of each other. The middle number, that's where we get the 450,172. The average sales price is 480,000. So very close number. You don't have the huge price difference in Ave Maria. A very affordable community. You can get condos in the 200, high 200s, low 300,000s, and your average single family home starts anywhere from the low 400s up into the 800, maybe 900,000, but you're not seeing a ton of $1 million homes like you do in the surrounding areas of Collier County. So it is definitely a much more affordable. Of course, it is farther from the coast. It is a little bit farther out of town. It is a specific feel, so it does have some factor in that price. But as you can see, when you look at the average price, we're pretty consistent for the last 3 years when it comes to the average price in Ave Maria. Number of new listings. In January, we added 63 new listings to the market, and we ended the month with 207 total homes on the market. Pretty good when you consider the size of the community. Number of pending contracts. Of those 200 and some homes that were on the market, 14 homes went under contract. So this means that a buyer wrote a contract and a seller accepted the contract. Now, it doesn't mean they're going to closing. They're heading into inspections, finance contingencies, maybe sale of home contingencies. All these things factor into whether we actually reach closing. But in January, we saw 14 of the 200 and some homes go under contract and start moving toward, hopefully, closing. Number of sales closings, we saw actually 14 homes close. Now again, these are more than likely homes that were under contract in December, but very likely you could have a short-term closing, but more than likely these are the ones that were under contract in November or December and have done all their due diligence, finance contingencies, and have now reached closing. Median days on market. This is the number one question that most sellers ask is, how long is it going to take me to sell my house? Or buyers ask, well, how long has this house been on the market? Well, the median days on market, again, that's that middle number, is 80. The average is 97. Now remember, average both anything that's average is we're totaling all the numbers and we're dividing it by the total number of closings. Okay, so in this case, all the closings added up to an average of 97 days. Pretty common, pretty typical for Southwest Florida in the current market. Okay, now, are we in a buyer's market within Ave Maria, Collier County, Southwest Florida? I would say that in general, by rule of thumb, we are in a buyer's market. Ave Maria ended January 2025 with 11.3 months of supply. Now, what does months of supply actually mean? Months of supply is basically this. If there was not to be a single new home hit the market, so no new listings, it would take us 11.3 months approximately to sell through all the homes that are currently on the market. Now, Ave Maria is kind of a unique community because, again, you have Del Webb Naples, which is an active adult or 55 plus community. You have the Lennar National, which of course is very specific. It's a golf course community, so you have higher fees, very specific buyer in that community. And then you have Maple Ridge and Avalon Park, and they're more of your kind of your typical average priced HOA fees and wide range of homes. So the months of supply is really kind of an interesting number, but pretty consistently through all the communities, when you look at it within Ave Maria, they're all running right around that 10 to 11 to 12 months worth of supply. Now, how does that compare to the history of Ave Maria? Well, in the last, as much data as I can give you, when we look at the big picture of it, we're kind of back to the normal market supply numbers for Ave Maria. 21 and 22 was definitely outside of the norm. We were in a manufactured percentage rate and almost crisis here in Southwest Florida. We really had virtually no homes to sell. Buyers were getting frustrated. Sellers were ecstatic, of course, but buyers were struggling to get homes under contract without overpaying. And the bottom line is that this now is what I think is a healthy market. Now, it's not quite, in my opinion. Okay, now understand this. I'm not a loan officer. In my opinion, we are not fully in a buyer's market because of the current economic situation of this country and which includes the mortgage interest rates. Okay, I'm not going to go into percentages. They are ticking, improving, but again, that's outside of my box. But as interest rates are still high, buying power is not as much there, so it's kind of hard to say that the buyers have an advantage right now. But certainly there are more homes on the market, so that means that the buyers that are currently looking at Ave Maria, looking at Southwest Florida, have an advantage because there's not as many buyers currently. So by definition, we are in a buyer's market in Ave Maria, Florida, Collier County generally as well, but until interest rates start ticking down. Now, however, if interest rates start dropping, a lot of people that are sitting on the fence looking at Ave Maria are going to pull the trigger and buy their home in Ave Maria, and our inventory is going to go down very quickly. So unless sellers are starting to look at the process and how to get their home ready and what it's going to take and what the numbers could be, if you're not looking at that ahead of time, you're going to be in a reactionary because you decide that you want to sell. So if you have any thought of selling your home in Ave Maria or anywhere else in Southwest Florida, I encourage you to visit my website, sellitstressfree.com, scan the code, or just call me or text me, 239-450-5786, and let's have a conversation about what it would take to get your home ready for putting on the market. If you're thinking about buying, of course, reach out to me today. Again, call, text, email, go to my website, home239.com, and let's have a conversation about whether it's the right time for you to call Ave Maria home.